All right, what's going on, guys? We got some UFC 300 news that we've been waiting for finally. I put a video out already. I figured I'd go live for a bit. I have like a gazillion video ideas to do. But I said, you know what? We got some big news. I always try to go live, especially when we have big news. I wasn't going to go live tonight. But, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, BMF title fight. If you watch my video, you know that. It's just annoying. It's just so annoying, man. We could have so many better fights, and Max Holloway's career is over officially. Justin Gaethje isn't getting a title fight. And UFC 300 is amazing, but it's a throwaway fight, to be honest. So it's a throwaway fight. What's up, Blaze One? What's up, Chase? What's up, Clipset? What's up, Joe? I disagree with the idea that the fight hurts 300. Not the fight I want it, but it is what it is. I just think it's a shit fight, dude. I don't really think it actually hurts 300. Like, that's kind of being hyperbolic, saying, oh, this makes it worse. I just don't like the matchup, man. I just don't like the matchup. It's just... And then the lightweight division's ruined. I'm thinking of everything. You guys have to realize, I'm thinking of everything. I'm thinking of like all the different angles, and that's why I'm disappointed with this fight. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed with the fact that legitimately casuals run the sport. I'm disappointed with the fact that two of my favorite fighters to watch are now fighting each other in a literal senseless fight. I'm disappointed that one of my favorite fighters is going to have his career ended when he's never been closer to potentially getting another title shot in the division that he reigned over for a while. I'm disappointed because we have a lightweight champion now that wants to be active but yet can't get a fight to save his fucking life. So it's like all these emotions are just converging. I'm being dead serious. Like, I was bummed earlier after I made that video, and I'm just thinking, I don't even want to watch the fucking sport anymore. It's annoying, man. It's just... I know everyone said, oh, Joe, you cry about everything. Yeah, they were disagreeing with me last week when I was saying UFC 300 is an amazing card, and I still stand behind that. UFC 300 is an amazing card. The fact that Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway is a throwaway matchup is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I just don't like the fight. It's a one-sided fight. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But if Holloway was going to fight up at lightweight, I would like him to have like 6 months, 8 months, a year to properly transition to lightweight. He's not doing that. This is just a throwaway matchup. He's going to get brutally slept and then head back down to featherweight. Maybe Josh Emmett will be waiting for him. You know, dude was getting tagged. People who were saying, oh, Holloway's going to pull it out. He has amazing pressure. Yeah. He was getting tagged a little bit by the dead body of the Korean Zombie. The dead body of the Korean Zombie landed a couple good shots on his chin. What do you think Max Holloway is going to do? Or what do you think Justin Gaethje is going to do? But, I do understand, and I want to make another video, and I thought about making a video rather than get on stream, but I figured I'd get on stream because we have so many great, we have so many great fights recently announced that we can talk about. We have a big event coming up this Saturday. But, like, it's just disappointing, guys. It's just disappointing. I know this sounds crazy, and I tweeted this out. If we're making matchups that literally make no sense, why didn't we make Justin Gaethje versus Benoit Saint-Denis for the BMF title? Why didn't we make, call me crazy, Max Holloway versus Diego Lopez? That would have been crazy. That would have been fucking crazy. But instead now, like, I don't know. It just annoys me that people are like, oh, this is such a banger because they just see the names. They just see the names. That's it. They don't think of the actual fight. It's a not competitive fight. I will be shocked. I will be floored if it's a competitive fight. I just don't see it. I mean, Max Holloway doesn't even have power at 45. You think all of a sudden he's going to have power at 55? You think, he can't even outstrike Volkanovski. You think all of a sudden he's going to outstrike Gaethje? I think Gaethje fucks Volkanovski up at 55. I think Gaethje beats the brakes off of Alexander Volkanovski at 55. And I think Volkanovski has a much better chance than Holloway against Gaethje. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? It's Francis Ngannou wants gimmick fights, and that's just not what we do here. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, fucking right. It's just annoying. It's annoying. But again, at the end of the day, and I said this in my video, UFC 300 is a fucking banger card. So that's what I have to just think about. But just seeing this shit, seeing this non-competitive matchup when we could have so many better matchups pisses me off. It just pisses me off. It's annoying to me. It just feels like missed opportunities. It's like Hamzat not fighting for all of 2023. How could they not figure something out? And also, you guys don't realize, and I'm telling you, and I'm not one of these people. You know me. I'm welcoming to everyone in the sport. I'm welcoming to everyone in the sport. I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, casual this and casual that. If you haven't been watching the sport for long enough, you don't realize what a slippery slope this is. It's not about, okay, you know, it's a non-competitive matchup. We're getting the BMF title, and it is what it is. No, this just creeps slowly more and more towards WWE-esque matchmaking. We've already had enough of it. I've had a fucking enough of WWE matchmaking. The casuals are ruining the sport. They're running the sport now. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. I just... You should know, I'm telling you, it's going to creep slowly and slowly more and more down the path of dog shit WWE popularity style matchmaking. And it's just fucking annoying. And it drives me nuts. What's up, Joey? What's up? Usman Vittori prediction. I go Usman Vittori's bum at this point. What's up, Joey? I'm starting to think Dana's going to sideline Islam till October. It seems like it. And then everyone's going to complain that Islam doesn't want to fight when he's literally been begging for fights. I'm wondering if Islam is getting down to 2 fights left on his contract. So, yeah, I don't know. Justin versus Islam is the fight we needed for early 2024. I know, we're not getting shit now. And then even if, like, just say Justin wins and he turns around quickly and fights Islam, then we're going to have to hear, oh, well, Islam was set up with an easy win for a quick turnaround for Justin. I agree with Joey throwing lightweight division into uncertainty for no reason. Exactly. Benoit Saint-Denis and Diego Lopez aren't as big of names, I know. Why is Arnold Allen Evloev not getting any spotlights from MMA channels? It's a terrific fight and super intriguing. I've been talking about it. It's the second best fight on the card. I said it in my full card predictions. But because it's not big names and most people only care about clicks. That's why. You know? I'm here for it. Rewatching Max more defensive performance against Allen. I think he will lose, but he won't get brutalized. We'll see. He got tagged by Korean Zombie, who's a dead body. Why would Dana leave no one for Islam to fight? Makes no sense. Islam's trying to fight out his contract, I guess. Joey, I think Max would not have gotten a title shot if Ilya beats Volk. There would have been an immediate rematch. You never know. You never know. Either way, Max could have beat up Josh Emmett in the meantime while they did the immediate rematch. Volkanovski's only got another two years, max. And literally, Holloway's like 3 years younger than him. Does defending the BMF get you pay-per-view points? Maybe, maybe not. Who do you have in Costa Robert if they actually fight in February? I'm going Costa. Do you think BMF fight will be co-main or fourth featured on the fourth? I think it'll be fourth. I think it'll be below all the undisputed title fights. Here's what I'm predicting. Alex Pereira, Magomed Ankalaev, co-main event. Bilal Muhammad gets his title shot against Leon Edwards, too. Featured fight, Weili Zhang, Yan Xiaonan. Fourth fight down will be Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, BMF title. Fifth fight down, main card opener, will be Charles Oliveira, Arman Tsarukyan. It's because UFC has no competition. They know hardcore fans won't migrate when there's no compelling alternative. I know. Being a Hamzat fan nowadays is like fighting for your life. It's annoying, dude. We never get to see him fight. BMF belt was only invented because UFC contract with ESPN. They have to have a championship belt on the line and they comply with the contract. I could be wrong. Fact check me. Basically true. I've talked about that in other videos. Basically true. It's not confirmed, but yeah, we pretty much know it's true. Joe, what I hate about Justin fight is that it throws Justin versus Islam away in June. Imagine the BMF belt is on the line when JG fights Islam. Islam won't throw the... Islam would just throw the belt. Yeah, it's a bum belt. It's a belt for bums. How much money did the UFC offer Max Holloway? The only thing that would make sense. I don't know. Max is probably dumb, dude. He's prideful. He's probably like, I'll take it. He's probably not getting paid a whole lot. His career, he's the next Tony Ferguson. He's the next... Max Holloway is the next Tony Ferguson, boys. He's the next Tony Ferguson. Unfortunately. Don't let the dumb BMF title take away from the awesome matchup. My shit just jumped all the way down. Joey Islam is the champ. Their contracts renew every time they fight. Not necessarily. Much money. Okay, where was that? Joey, what I hate about Justin Islam is it throws away. Read that. You don't let the dumb BMF title take away from this awesome matchup. Max Justin, great boxing. It's an exciting fight on paper, but I just don't think it's competitive, bro. Singh Magomed headline UFC 300 would be pretty wild. I think it's very possible. You guys could like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it as well. Do me a favor. So, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. What do you think about Usman Barnett? I think Usman KOs him probably. Brock was rumored for 300. No, he wasn't. By who? Max loses to Gaethje is a possible next fight for the 45 belt still. Probably. With the UFC, you never know. Remember years ago you saying Max is the next Tony? What do you mean? I don't remember saying that. Or like saying at some point he's going to have a downfall maybe. Probably after the Volkanovski fight, which was 2 years ago now almost. Dana made it despite Saudi. Now he's an excuse not to have Islam fight there. I guess so. Good day, mate. What I missed? UFC 300 tag team match. Yeah, and a ladder match as well. The day when Max chin doesn't hold up anymore comes sooner than we think. I know. Yeah, it was probably after Volk versus Holloway, I was thinking. Straight up boxing, no kicks involved. Gaethje Max is competitive. Chat. No. I don't think it is. I mean, am I crazy? Let's see. Is Max versus Gaethje competitive? Let's see. Go vote in the poll. I think they were keeping their options open until they see how it plays out. Guys, I think we were being too alarmist about it being a mismatch. Max asked for the fight, and he knows what he's in for. Dude, you think these guys aren't delusional about what they think they can handle and not handle? It's just dumb. Dude doesn't even fight in the weight class, and now he's fighting in a number one contender fight, basically. Also, Johnny Eblen giving Kansangane one of the top 5 beatings in MMA history. Yeah, I think Eblen clearly wins that one. I think Gaethje is just raking in the money. He's like, this is easy work. But we might be being too alarmist, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't worry about it too much. I just hate how people are like, oh, yeah, this is so great. This is so wonderful. Dude, he's going to chop up his legs badly. He's going to chop up his legs badly, which has always been Max's weakness. And Max's other weakness is getting clipped and getting hit. I know he marches through them, but that's at featherweight. But I guess you guys think it's competitive, so hopefully it is. Hopefully I'm wrong. UFC gave Sugar Performance of the Year over Grasso, Chev, Strickland, Izzy, and Izzy Alex too. What a crock of shit. Yeah, I think it should have been Izzy over Alex too. Then Grasso over Shevchenko. Then Sugar, then Strickland. Because I don't care what anyone says. The Strickland fight was just dog shit. Max versus Justin Gaethje is a better casual fan attraction than people watch Brock or Ronda. Dude, I would much prefer Max Gaethje 5 times over than Brock returning. If Islam doesn't fight until October, I will cry. Dude, it'll be annoying as fuck. It'll be annoying as fuck. It'll be literally the most annoying thing ever. It'll be annoying as shit. Holloway's very hittable, even with his fight against Korean Zombie. Justin Gaethje's shown better defensive game. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Justin's KO him in the first or second round. Dude, when you curse, it sounds mad funny. Okay, Joe, I've seen Raquel Pennington in the bed. I have a feeling something is brewing. You think she's out? Do you think BMF should be replaced with an interim? No. Neither one of those guys deserve to be fighting for an interim right now. Why do we got to throw an interim on the line when literally Islam's ready to fight right fucking now? Right now he's ready to fight. So it looks like it's 50-50 on whether or not it'll be competitive. Okay. Max took all Poirier's shots, though. Poirier doesn't have the same power as Gaethje, I don't think. Lucas Tracy said Holloway needs to implement grappling. Am I crazy to think he has a better chance to keep it standing? I think Gaethje would be too big and strong for him, man. Holloway is not going to be able to out-grapple him. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. Unless he puts on a lot of size and strength. I don't know. I haven't really even thought of that. Because when has Max ever taken anyone down except maybe a couple against Yair, who has no takedown defense? Now, I don't think Gaethje definitely hits hard, but his power is overrated. Okay. I see another year layoff for Hamzat because he's injured, got sick, booked for before Ramadan. Definitely not fighting right after Ramadan. Dude, it's annoying as fuck. At this point, just get rid of Hamzat. They don't use him anyway. He became popular because of his activity. Dude fought 3 times in like a month period of time. And now he's never fighting. Joey, does Volk beat Justin Gaethje? No, Justin Gaethje beats Volk. Justin is known for gassing out. No, he's not known for gassing out. He literally beat the brakes off of Tony for 5 fucking rounds. When is he known for gassing out? What fight did he gas out in? Only fights where he fought like a fucking maniac. And he didn't even gas out then. He got hit with big shots and got finished. So what happens now with Makhachev and June next? My guess is they're going to find someone willing to step in June. Whether it's Dustin fucking Poirier coming off a win against Benoit Saint-Denis, Armin, Charles, Gaethje. They're just going to find a lightweight. They're going to find a warm body who's willing to take a quick turnaround. That's all they're going to do. So maybe they're thinking Justin's going to destroy him and then he gets a quick turnaround. And they've already told him, if you beat Holloway, we're putting you right in a title fight in June. He gassed against Khabib. He gassed against Olives. He gassed against Alvarez. Hap, what kind of fucking crack are you smoking? Because I'd love to know it. You're smoking fucking crack, Hap. Gentle reminder that Bo Nickal has as many wins at middleweight as Hamzat. Doesn't surprise me. How they do in Islam like this, I don't know. Watch it be Gamrot versus Islam. I'll be fucking disgusted. I will be disgusted. And this will be everyone else's fault. I mean, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. It was simple. You could have lined up any of those. Charles Oliveira, Armin Saryukian, or Justin Gaethje would have been perfectly fine to fight Islam next. Would have been perfectly fine to fight Islam Makhachev next. So you first say you don't like 300, now you got problems with it? Listen, motherfucker. Are you smoking fucking crack? Here, go watch this video. This is a video I did last week. UFC fans are prematurely blaming Dana White for ruining 300. This is from like 3 days ago. Go watch the video, you fucking dick sucker. I talk about how amazing the card is, and we still don't even have the full card. So, find me a spot anywhere where I say UFC 300 is horrible. You fucking idiot. Gamrot is the dude right behind the tree in the meme right now. That is true. He's rubbing his hands together. Cardio's not an issue for Gaethje like Poirier is a weakness for wrestling, but Max most likely will cater to the fans and try to stand and bang. Yeah, and he's going to get brutalized, I think. Literally, Islam could have been a headliner for 299 and just had Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto as co-main, or put Sean O'Malley Cheeto as co-main on 300. Almost all of these upcoming banger lightweight fights are guaranteed violence. These dudes are going to need some time off before returning to June. I know. So, Islam's going to sit out till October and not fight until he fights in Abu Dhabi. And we're all going to complain about it and bitch and moan about it, but there's nothing we can do. It's just going to be a clown show. Dana White's a con man if I've ever seen one. Judging UFC 300 ain't the only thing these news do prematurely. I know. Your mother told you about that, huh? I've seen a lot more casuals on this live stream. I don't know, dude. Probably. It's like these dumb motherfuckers are like, you said you hated 300. Well, that's awfully funny. I have video evidence of me saying how much fucking I love 300. By the way, EF3, I seen your name in here. You're a member. Appreciate you becoming a member, man. I don't think you joined during the live stream, if I'm not mistaken. You must have joined randomly. So, appreciate you for becoming a member, by the way. Max versus Justin is better than watching Bilal beat the decision out of some guy. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Depends who it's against, man. I just think there's better fights. There's better fights. I see you, Joey. What's up? I'm glad you see me. I'm glad you see me, my friend. Bro, how are people hating on 300? Slowly, such a good fucking card with only 8 fights. I know, dude. I know. 300's fucking amazing. I hate the BMF title fight too. You got dumb motherfuckers hating on 300 for no reason. And now you got, I seen people saying, yeah, 300's now amazing because it's got Holloway Gaethje. It was fucking amazing before. Joe, what's your thoughts on boxing and His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh? I don't really have thoughts on him. Remember I said you hit 100K before the end of the year? We'll see, man. We'll see. What am I at now? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm at 15,509. So if you guys ever watch a video and you think it's a great video, make sure you go share it. You said Gaethje beats Volk, but Volk went 5 rounds with Islam in the first fight, and you said Islam beats Justin just striking. You said Gaethje beats Volk, but Volk went 5 rounds with Islam in the first fight, and you said Islam beat Justin just striking. I fail to see the hypocrisy anywhere in there. I fail to see any of the hypocrisy there. Gaethje does beat Volk, but Volk went 5 rounds with Islam, and then he went 1 round with Islam and got brutally KO'd. And he's gotten older. It's been another year older. And Islam was malnourished. And I said Islam beats Justin just striking because Islam's gotten better as well over the last year. So, you're a liar. You always say something, and when the answer don't go your way, you change your approach. I don't know what you mean. Guys, have I not been adamant that UFC 300 is not horrible? Have I not? Yes or no? Have I not been adamant that UFC 300 is amazing and that people are prematurely judging it? Yes or no? Has that not always been my stance? We're 4 months away. Well, we're 3 months away now. Has that not always been my stance? Yes or no? I mean, I literally have video evidence, dude. I posted a link in the chat, you dumb bitch. You can't even spell liar. Justin either clobbers Holloway or gets punched on the nose a million times and TKO'd late. That'd be crazy. I couldn't believe you said Bobby Green versus Miller. You're more excited. I don't know if I said that. I don't think I said that, but I just said it was a better fight. It made more sense is what I meant. I didn't really mean. Long overdue, but finally a member. Thank you, EF3. Appreciate you, man. If I said that straight up, I misspoke. I don't really care about Jim Miller, Bobby Green, but I just thought it made a lot of sense. You know, and I was looking forward to it a little bit. Joe was the only one who liked 300 when literally everyone hated it. Just for the Leon Bilal rumor, exactly. Guy Joey likes 300. He's just super upset. BMF match. Y'all got to chill. Max to Justin on output. Doubtful. Doubtful, dude. He's gonna pity pat Justin. He's gonna play patty cake with Justin. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. Max Holloway all of a sudden is going to pity pat Justin and find a finish somehow. No way, shape, or form do I ever believe that. Ever. Just not going to happen. People actually want gimmick fights like Brock Jones and McGregor Islam. I know. It's annoying. It's annoying as fuck, dude. The casuals are controlling the sport now. They're just like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, please. Please give me Brock Lesnar. People were calling for Brock Lesnar. So, it makes no sense, but it is what it is. Breaking Joey sells UFC 300 Wolf tickets, yeah. How does pure striking, no takedown threat between Gaethje and Islam go? No biased. So what you're saying is a boxing match. And probably Gaethje. Lately, I kind of like the BMF. So many guys would be worthy of a title shot, but they'd be waiting in line. No, dude. Then let's just make a hardcore belt, too. Why don't we start having ladder matches? I want an elimination chamber as well. Give me a Money in the Bank match as well. Joe, you're the casual in the end. Hardcore's one at Nick Diaz, GSP. Shut the fuck up. Nobody can judge 300 until the full card's announced. People got to chill out. Agreed. Agreed. I think the next fight announcement will be Pereira Hill for 300, hopefully. Agreed. I got a feeling they might do McGregor Islam. Imagine they book McGregor. No, dude. Islam will beat the dog shit out of McGregor. That wouldn't even be funny. I would laugh my ass off if they booked that fight. I would laugh my fucking ass off if they booked that fight. That would be the funniest shit ever. Do you know what he would do to him? Do you know what he would do to him? That would be literally fucking hilarious. I'll give you some credit, though. You were right to be chill when everyone's freaking out over 300. Dude, people were selling wolf tickets. If you're UFC 300, later just wait till the post 300 flat spot. Dude, wait till the post 299 flat spot. Dude, after 299, March is just garbage. It's just garbage. It's absolute fucking garbage. Oh my God, that's not going to be fun. Real fans want Jones Aspinall. Agreed. Joe, UFC always was gimmicky, has become more gimmicky recently. The fans don't have much to do with it. It's the fans wanting it. It's the fans asking for it because they're casuals and that's what they want. They just want to be sold wolf tickets. Tell us, I feel like you don't like fun matchups. What fun matchup have I not liked? If you think Gaethje versus Holloway is such a fun matchup, then I guess we just have different predictions on the fight. Watching one guy who was getting clipped up by the dead body of the Korean Zombie in his last fight versus a guy in Justin Gaethje who's chinning Dustin Poirier. It just I don't think that's a fun matchup. You know, we might as well book Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje too while we're at it as well, because that's what Holloway's going to become. So I really thought people were going to be on my side. That's why I'm kind of bummed out. I can't believe people are like, yeah, this is a banger. This should be the main event. Somebody sent me a fucking screenshot of some comments. Jay, with the potential announcements, Yuri Rockage will be on the prelims. I know. And people were shitting on 300 last week. I don't get it. 300 is fucking amazing. What's up, Joe? What's up? So, Joe, with the potential announcement. Okay, you read that. What's up with these casual takes in the chat? I'm disgusted. Dude, that's just the fan base now. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do now. We just got to roll with it. I'm always up for debate. I'm always up for some debate. But let's just say, look, for whatever reason, I guess the casuals, the majority of the casual MMA community never agrees with me. Last week, I'm making videos that UFC 300 is perfectly fine. They're telling me, no, Joey, you're wrong. 300 is horrible. And now this week they're telling me how great 300 is, but I don't like a matchup, so I hate 300. Max versus Gaethje was 100% a last-minute decision to beef up the card. Thank you, Snaglord. Thank you. If they told me, oh, yeah, Max has been planning this for a year to go up to lightweight now, or Max has been planning this for 8 months, or Max has been planning it since he got tagged up by the dead corpse of the Korean Zombie, he decided after that fight he didn't have what it takes to make the weight cut anymore, then I'd be all right with it. Joe, I'm with you. Gaethje Holloway's a terrible matchup. I'm bummed about it. Thank you, man. I'm happy to hear that because honestly, I'm being dead serious. I couldn't believe that I was in the minority earlier. Like I really was shocked because I just made my video. I didn't see any fan reaction. And like after I seen that shit, I'm just like bummed. I'm like, damn, is this really the sport of casuals now? Like it's an okay fight, but to act like this is some great fight or great matchup, it just makes me sick. It makes me hate the sport. But maybe I'm wrong. I'll be very happy to be wrong. If it's a great fight, I will gladly eat my words and say, damn, I was upset over nothing. I can always, you know, a real man can admit to being wrong, and I can always admit to being wrong. So hopefully I'm proven wrong, and hopefully it's a competitive matchup, and hopefully, I mean, at the end of the day, and I said this in the video, and I know I was reacting harshly in the video, but it was just my honest initial reaction. That's what I try to give you guys. When I hear news like that, I don't read anything. I try not to read anything, and then I just jump on video and react, and that's my honest initial reaction. And then, like, later on, I start to, like, you know, kind of start to think about it a little bit more. You know, at the end of the day, and I said this, I did say this in the video, if it's a throwaway matchup on 300, I could subscribe to that. I just hate that it kind of ruins Holloway's career, potentially, and it also ruins the lightweight division. So, Max was def calling for this fight online for a month or two, and Gaethje was supposedly shutting it down. Should I get your take? I think Gaethje will win, but I think it'll be closer than you think. It'll be way more competitive than Max Poirier was. Okay, fair enough then. We'll see. Bro, imagine if Max beats Gaethje. Imagine what Islam does to Max. Look, if Max beats Gaethje, Max is 100% getting the next title shot. And Islam's going to fucking make him his bitch. And then everyone's going to say, Islam just beats up featherweights. Gaethje Holloway is an amazing fight for the casuals who care more about name value than the actual sport and don't understand how matchups make fights. Thank you, Skang Biscuit. I'm happy to see some of you guys agree with me. Because it really bums me out. Like, I can't be the only fucking one that doesn't like this matchup, that thinks it's a career killer for Max. Can't be the only one. Rumor is 301 to be in Brazil, and I think he headlines that instead. Who? Islam is making Justin or Max his bitch either way. That's true. That's true. What I'm hoping comes out of this. Here's what I honestly hope comes out of this, boys. Here's my dream. Gaethje and Max Holloway get into an absolute war. Armin and Charles Oliveira get into an absolute war. I don't give a fuck who wins. I don't give a fuck who wins out of either one of those matchups. Benoit Saint Denis ragdolls Dustin Poirier in the first round, gets a rear naked choke, and they book Islam Makhachev versus Benoit Saint Denis for UFC 301 or 302 in June for the lightweight title. That's my dream scenario. Nah, Joey, I agree with you. I don't like the matchup as well. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I'm happy to hear it because I was kind of bummed out. Like, damn. How the fuck am I on the wrong side of this? Like, I thought people would... I mean, not that I care if people agree with me, but it's just like... It bums me out just the overall sentiment in the sport because that means there's just more of this to come. So do you at least think Max New's defensive style will at least make the fight competitive? Yeah. Same defensive style. He's getting tagged up by the Korean zombie. Islam versus Habib UFC 300 would be crazy. Oh my God, I would cream myself. I would step in for Dustin Poirier against Benoit Saint Denis. It's the winner of Charles and Armin for Islam, not next, not BSD. Not if they can't turn around. Not if they can't turn around on 2 months' notice. They got 2 months to turn around. So... yeah, the matchup is done. Agreed. Benoit Saint Denis coming for that strap. But it is what it is. Hopefully it's a fun fight. Yeah, basically, that's what I'm with you. That's what it is. Jim Miller versus Bobby Green. We can all look forward to that. I want Bilal versus Gaethje. Okay, that makes no sense, but all right. It's literally a fight for casuals, but I'm so surprised that even so-called hardcores are saying, oh my God, UFC 300 saved. Dude, the shit I've been seeing on Twitter is crazy. I've been saying, you know, I tweeted out a couple things like saying it's a shit fight, and like mad people are like, you're a casual. My dream is for Islam just to be active. I don't want the talent to go to waste. Dude, the UFC's already wasting him. He wanted to fight in March. He's not fighting until bare minimum July now. June, I mean. What really annoys me is that Armin would have to turn around so quickly when Armin Islam is a matchup I've been looking forward to. I know. I fucking hate the lightweight division now. I hate the lightweight division. It's annoying as fuck. It's such a great division, and we got a shitstorm. And I was working on another video when all this news broke, too. By the way, my Francis Ngannou video from last week is still picking up steam. It's got over 16,000 views now. It's picked up over 300, almost 300 subscribers. It's going on 300 subscribers, by the way. Dude, Islam's fucked now. There's no active massive stars to spark big announcement people seem to obsess about. It's not happening, I know. Some massive Hail Mary for Max. High risk, high reward. The odds are stacked against him, even if I don't see it paying off. Yeah, if he wins, we'll all shut up. That'd be crazy if he does. How's UFC going to pay these 18, 20 fighters of this caliber for 300? I feel like the card, but I don't see him generating that crazy money for it. The tickets will be expensive, and dude, they'll have more than enough money to pay them. They don't pay them that much, dude. Francis Ngannou's Cyril Gane was a shit card with not a lot of talent on it, and the revenue they made just from ticket sales, I think 15% of the revenue from ticket sales covered, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something crazy like that. 15% of ticket sales covered the entire salary, the disclosed salary for the entire the payroll for that card. Something like that. I don't remember what it was. Pat Matthews, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for your support of independent MMA media. The only way I see Max winning is maybe a fluky split decision. Sadly, I don't see Max wanting to grapple and will probably get into a firefight and get chinned badly. Thank you for the $4.99, Pat Matthews. I appreciate it. What does a win over Justin either do for Max? I think you could put him into a title fight, which is even worse because I don't want to see him fight for a title. I think he loses pretty cleanly. But thank you for the $4.99, my friend. Hire some new matchmakers? I know. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're saving Islam for a solid pay-per-view after they exhaust all the top-notch fights, basically. That was just releasing Gaethje's only a negative 140 favorite. Yeah, bet the house on Gaethje then. Did you see the new 298 poster includes a finger painting? Yeah, I saw it. It looked alright. I mean, I'm not a poster aficionado, but it looked alright. Looked alright. Habib versus Strickland at middleweight is basically GSP versus Bisping. I mean, that'd be crazy, but I really don't have a desire to see that. Joey, the numbers for 297 are average at best, unless something crazy happens at the press conference. Yeah, the card's not going to do well. Strickland versus DDP was never going to do well, but it was the fight to make. So, I don't care. I don't get a cut of pay-per-view sales. But you don't see people saying, oh, what about these guys? These guys aren't selling pay-per-views. They only talk about it when it's fighters they don't like. I believe they screwed over Islam so badly he won't be able to fight till October. That'll suck, dude, if that happens. Good move for Max. If Volk wins, he has no chance of fighting Volk again. Yeah, but what if Volk loses? Dern is going to Shadow Realm too. Yeah, Dern versus Amanda Lemos. And apparently Tatiana Suarez just wanted a little bit more time. What the fuck is that? I mean, who's doing that shit? I believe, okay, I already read that. For some reason, I have a feeling they really don't care if Max gets beat within an inch of his life. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a flying fuck. Joey, the number 297 are very low, only high in India. I get a cut of pay-per-views, no worry, Joey. Yeah. Oh, you get a cut. You get a good cut of the pay-per-views. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm hoping to get my new monitor by 298, which is February 17th. So I have a month to order my new monitor. There's a bunch of new monitors coming out right now, and I'm debating about which one I'm getting. Some of them aren't available for order yet, but they should be coming out in the next week or two. So I'm hoping to have a new setup, new monitor by UFC 298 and OLED, which is going to be much better in terms of motion clarity. And then hopefully I'll start gaming a little bit on a secondary channel. Whoever's matchmaking the lightweights need to be fired immediately. Dana personally cuts me a pay-per-view for shilling in live chats. Yeah, me too. He cuts me a check as well when I shill for a pay-per-view. But I only do that on a rare occasion. I don't want it to get out of hand, you know. I don't want anyone to catch on to me, so I only can do it rarely. Even though you're a rat for telling on our sites, the way people talk about pay-per-views on Twitter is so cringy. Like, bro, Dana isn't your friend. I know. They're not even buying the shit. What games do you play? Nothing right now, but I used to play PUBG religiously. I used to play Madden religiously. I'll just play whatever, some story mode shit. Maybe Red Dead Redemption or some shit I never finished playing. I never even played that. I bought it a long time. I bought it when it came out, never finished playing it, or never did play it. I got an OLED TV. It's fire. Yeah, I got an OLED. I got a 77-inch OLED. Actually, every single TV in my house is OLED. At least the ones that I use. Well, I don't even really use them, to be honest. Your thoughts on motion blur in video games? Do you turn them off? What do you mean? I usually turn motion blur off in like the processed motion blur, something like that. But I don't know about video games. I just know about my LG OLED. Did you see the PFL Bellator shit drop? Yes, I did. I thought about making a video on it, but then we had this news, and I know nobody cares about PFL Bellator, which is annoying. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'll be live streaming. I'll buy the pay-per-view. Red Dead 2 is the best game ever. I'll hopefully stream it in the next 6 months. The newer Call of Duties are just sad. Yeah, the Call of Duty's gone down the drain. That's why I stopped playing. Who's choosing these matches? Vince McMahon, it seems like it. Max beats Taporia. Volk will spank him. Casuals don't understand. Max beats Gaethje. That's funny, bro. Do I prefer curve monitors? I've never had a curve monitor, so I'm probably getting a flat. But one of the OLEDs that is out right now that I can order is curved. It's only a slight curve. So I've thought about buying that. Then there's another one that's 34-inch and curved. I've thought about that. But there's one that's supposed to be coming out that's a 32-inch flat glossy panel that is an OLED that Asus makes that I've had my eye on that I kind of want to get. But they haven't announced an official release, but it's supposed to come out in January. I've seen YouTubers already have the 34-inch variant that's curved. Yeah, so I'm hoping it comes out in the next 2-3 weeks and I can order it. And then I'll have to redo my entire setup because I'm going to have a 2-monitor setup. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to take everything off my desk that I physically can. And then I'm going to just rework my entire setup from kind of scratch outside of my PC. I'll leave my PC where it is. Joe, I bought Dustin's hot sauce. I get 6.9% cut of the pay-per-view. I'm also sponsored by Samsung. Makes sense. Anyone know the 145-pound PFL champion? Isn't it like Jesus something or other? I don't remember. I think it's like Jesus something or other. PFL. Let me take a look. Champs. Fighters. It is. Wait, am I thinking Bellator? No, it's Brendan Loughnane. No, that's 22 champions. Oh, it is Jesus. Jesus Pinedo. Yep. Jesus Pinedo, I was right. I remember Movlid Habulayev, but that was 1 year before and he retired. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, I'll buy that pay-per-view and I'll stream the card. I think it's a good offering from PFL Bellator. I think they're just having these cards to fulfill. They're having these cards to fulfill like TV deals that money's already been exchanged for. Is what I'm thinking. So we'll see. Did we ever confirm Islam's injured? I don't know. He's skiing. He's doing gymnastics. I don't think he is. I know who Movlid is. I just don't remember, dude, off the top of my head. I don't remember a lot of fighters off the top of my head. No, I've never tried that cookie butter, whatever that is. Joey, who holds a flyweight belt at the end of 2024? I see folks say Moreno. I don't know, dude. I was supposed to make a video on that, but so much shit's been popping up, I haven't had a chance. I planned out the whole video, but I just haven't done it yet. I may never do it now. I really should I got to make it before Saturday if I want to make it. Otherwise, I'm a bitch. Alex Pereira is making light heavyweight great again. He's fighting Magomed and Jamal back-to-back. That's not going to happen, dude. I wish that would happen, but it's not going to happen. There's a Dagestani Olympic wrestler who beat Kyle Dake. If y'all know wrestling, he signed to Bellator. Okay. Yeah, there's been so much fucking news recently. I wonder what else. You notice how Dana didn't tease this, right? He just came out and announced it. Because what he didn't want, what he did not want is someone to spoil the announcement. Basically. He didn't want anyone to spoil the announcement. Most champs are thinking about moving up and holding up their division. There's Alex trying to get the division moving. I think he's full of shit, though. It's so tough that Marcus McGee's 100 years old. I know, dude. He's 100. He looks 100. Poatan will get injured in either one of those fights. He's not fighting them a month back-to-back. It'll never happen. He's just saying it because he knows it'll never happen. So, I'm just saying no other fighters trying to jumpstart the division. I hope you're right. If he does, he does. I hope you're right, my friend. Bro, who you got? Cheeto or Sugar? I got Sugar right now. The headliner matchup is still yet to be announced for 300. It needs to be Islam, Conor, Izzy to generate money to pay these fighters. No, dude, it'll be fucking fine. It'll be fine. You don't understand. Okay, let's do the math real quick. A UFC pay-per-view is $85, right? ESPN is paying the UFC based on 500,000 pay-per-view buys, regardless of how many pay-per-view buys they actually sell. So ESPN is essentially paying the UFC $43 million per fight card. Per fight card. Now for 300, there's probably a deal of escalation. Like the UFC probably said, look, this card's going to be crazy good. We're going to sell a lot of pay-per-view buys. And so maybe they're paying them for 700,000 pay-per-view buys times 85. So that'll be 60 million. They're not even going to spend over 20 million on that card. They're not even going to spend over 10 million. You have to realize, as good as the card is right now, right? And hypothetically, if they add 2 more title fights, right? You have to realize this is how underpaid fighters are. Ready? The UFC, even if they stack UFC 300 and they sold 150,000 pay-per-view buys, right? They would still have more than enough to pay everyone on the card. Because that would make them $13 million. They're going to make more than a $13 million gate alone. So, I don't know why you think that. If they sold 150,000 pay-per-view buys, they would still profit off of the purses for the fighters for 300, even with the announcing of more fights. What do you guys think about this video? This is a really easy video idea that I kind of want to make to kind of piggyback on last week's video. I was thinking about making a video called UFC 300 may be the greatest UFC card of all time. And just kind of going through all the matchups that are confirmed so far. And talking about each matchup and then speculating on the last 2 fights again. But and give an early prediction for every fight as well. Make a quick 20-minute video. What do you guys think? I just realized UFC 300 is 4 title fights, the first time in the UFC. Yep, basically. Yeah, UFC 300 is goated. Yeah, I know, it is. It's amazing, and I've been saying it since last week when people were crying about it. So is Gaethje fighting Holloway and Arman's fighting Olive? Who the hell is Islam going to fight? I know. 13 million ain't shit for the UFC, I know. Yes, do it. Yeah, that's an easy video I can do tonight and drop it tonight after the stream. So... UFC 100, greatest of all time. I was a casual fan at UFC 100. I didn't watch it. I thought about going to a friend's house. I appreciate the breakdown on how the UFC makes money off cards and fighter pay, but I don't think the UFC makes a crazy amount more pay-per-view than a normal good card. I don't know what you mean, man. ESPN has a locked-in deal. ESPN collects all the pay-per-view revenue. ESPN then pays the UFC a flat rate, which from what I remember is equal to 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, there might be escalators in the contract for if it sells X amount, we split the rest. There might be escalators in there. I don't know. And obviously, the UFC wants to keep ESPN happy, but at the end of the day, that's why the UFC don't give a fuck if a card does shit. Because ESPN's already paying them. You know? It's a guaranteed. That's like when one business sells to another business in bulk for a cheaper price. They could make more money selling them individually, but at the end of the day, now they have a guaranteed revenue stream. and they don't have to rely on anything else. So I don't know exactly what you're saying. Joe, will the ESPN deal if the UFC consistently break 500? Will UFC ever have their ESPN deal cut if they consistently can't break 500? No, because it's not all about that. You have to understand they're working with each other. There's a bunch of different layers to it. ESPN not only benefits from the pay-per-view sales, but also benefits from people signing up just to have ESPN Plus. And it's impossible to really understand UFC's true value to ESPN. But I'm thinking this year, one of the reasons I think a lot of the pay-per-views, the UFC's really going to make a concerted effort to stack pay-per-views for the majority of this deal is because I believe the UFC ESPN deal is up in 2025. Let me just fact check that real quick. Yeah, it's up in 2025. So the UFC is going to want to stack cards because they share probably the analytics. There's probably a report ESPN gives to UFC. And then the UFC can use whatever sales they have, pay-per-view sales they have, viewership numbers they have, to use them to negotiate a larger deal from ESPN. So I hope that makes sense. So I think 2024, we'll get a lot of stacked pay-per-view cards, and we're going to get a lot of shit fight night cards. Because they're going to use that to support the fact, oh, look, we're trending up. We're trending up. We're trending up. And that way, they can use those analytics and those numbers to negotiate a larger deal with ESPN. I hope they put Umar on 300. I hope they just find Umar a fucking fight at this point. Interesting. Didn't realize the specifics between ESPN and UFC pay-per-view numbers. Well, now you do. I'm happy I could help. Wouldn't it be funny if they decide to give Poirier a title shot off a loss, then gets brutally starched out by Islam? Poirier's fighting Benoit Saint Denis. Does equal more pay-per-view buys? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. You have to have more understanding of the UFC and deals more than most MMA YouTubers make more videos out of this stuff. It's interesting. I talk about it in damn near every fucking video. But I will try to keep that in check. I'll try to think of more video ideas in terms of that type of stuff. You know. Only guy that can fight Umar is Font. Ew, I don't want to see that. Font loses badly. I've been a fan since UFC Fox days. Many people don't even know those days existed. I remember there was an awkward moment with Joe Rogan on the Fox announcement. They met at the Fox studios. I can't remember what the moment was, but there was an awkward Joe Rogan moment. Like, he was standing up and like he was announcing like executive producer from Fox and UFC president Dana White, and it was this awkward Fox announcement. And I remember seeing that. Let me look that up on YouTube, I guarantee. UFC on Fox announcement. Like Joe Rogan was there in the studio just like announcing them. Awkward as hell. Yeah, I don't remember what happened. There was some awkward moment, yeah. Joe Rogan botches UFC Big Fox debut. Let me see what he says. I forgot what he says here. Let me see what he says. Oh, hold on. Let me see what he says. I forgot. Rogan had hair back then. I remember this watching this live. Watching the proceedings via the internet. Alright, let's see what he does. Introduced. That's not it, is it? Dude was on his phone. This is... Dude was on his phone. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. It's funny how they had Rogan doing this. I thought he messed something up more than that. They had Rashad Evans there. This is so weird. They showed GSP when they said Frankie. They fucked up. Oh, he said it backwards or someone fucked up. He announced George St. Pierre as Frankie Edgar and Frankie Edgar as George St. Pierre. It wasn't his fault, though, I don't think. That's crazy. I remember watching that like it was yesterday. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Steven Seagal, thank you for the $2 donation. Which part of Connor's body is Chandler studying? He's definitely studying his luscious V. Remember when Joe butchered Umar's name? What did he say? I don't remember. Yeah, he's like, this is my 10-year anniversary. I've basically been watching hardcore since UFC 114. So May 29th, 2010. Been a UFC fan for 17 years, ever since I was a 9-year-old kid. That's crazy, bro. The smart strategy by UFC to deplete fight nights in order to boost pay-per-views for a future contract. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's Frankie. He called Frankie. It could have been the cameraman's fault. It could have been the scriptwriter's fault. You know, they could have planned all that out. And it was just awkward in general, man. One guy was on his phone. All right. Poirier Gaethje 1 was a Fox fight night. Yeah, it was. I'll never forget Junior Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez for the heavyweight title was the first Fox fight night. It was a one-fight card that was televised on TV. There was more fights, but they were on Facebook. Chandler's definitely studying Connor's shoulders, his back, his glutes. Yeah, I've never seen him lifting heavy weights. Joey, how did people buy pay-per-views before ESPN? What platform and how did they have fight nights? Fight nights were on FX or Fox Sports 1, or before that they were on Fuel TV. It would be it was so annoying. It used to be a mix of everything. So you'd have like prelims on Fuel TV, then it would jump over to Fox, then it would jump over to FX, and it was a combination of Fuel TV, FX, Fox Sports, and Big Fox. And to order pay-per-views, you would just order it through your television provider. So you'd order it through Comcast, you'd order it through DirecTV, you'd order it through whatever, and then when Fight Pass came out, you could also order it through Fight Pass. I remember back in the day, I used to go on vacation a lot. Before I started the channel, I used to go on vacation like a couple times a year. Not right before I started the channel, but like a couple years before the ESPN deal, which I believe happened in 2019, I used to plan all my vacations around any pay-per-view cards because you couldn't, it was like impossible to watch the cards, like, you know, find a place that was playing them, and you couldn't just order them on the app on your phone, you know, back in the day. So you had to find somewhere that showed it, or you had to find a way you could order it like at a hotel or something, and a lot of places didn't have that option. How does UFC Fight Pass work right now? It's annoying as hell because basically Fight Pass has all the fights, but there's some type of time delay before they can go from ESPN Plus to Fight Pass. So you'll be on. I wish you could go to Fight Pass and watch everything, but you can't because some of them aren't on there yet because you have to have ESPN Plus instead. If that makes sense. Yeah, they used to be on Spike TV as well. I remember the Spike TV. Back in the day, I don't remember the exact timeline, but at one point in time, you would have the Facebook prelims, and then you would have the Spike TV prelims. Then you would have the main card. Looked up Umar versus Joe Rogan. Dude sounded like he was on some good old crack. Yeah. Do you think they'll change the canvas of UFC 300? If so, what color? Please, God, no. Please, God, no. Anyone remember when they put Jamal Hill on the poster and said Leon Edwards? Yes. Bring back Stephen A. Smith for 300. Hot take I can get behind. UFC Fight Pass was cool. They used to have Fight Pass cards as well. Facebook prelims sound so cringe. Who remembers the Facebook prelims? You had to log on fucking Facebook. You had to go on Facebook. to watch the fights. It was cringe. Damn, so UFC 300 isn't for the fans, it's for the boost analytics for contract leverage. Still a sick card. No, they're doing it for the fans, but they're also doing it because it's a round number and they want it to be, you know. Just watch the Strickland interview. Dude had a lot to say about Izzy with no trash talk on Dricus, which is unusual for him. I think he's scared of Dricus bring up the past again. I actually watched it. I was going to do a video on it. Could you ever buy and watch a pay-per-view on YouTube? No. The sport has had to get through a lot of... Yeah. Imagine Dude, it wouldn't shock me. And this will be annoying as hell. I mean, I don't know how it works. It wouldn't shock me if the UFC starts doing Rumble prelims. You're right. It would not shock me if the UFC leaves and says Rumble's paying us to be the Rumble prelims. We got to go to Rumble now. We got to go to Rumble to check out the prelims. We got to Rumble. That'd be funny as hell. But annoying. How did nobody barely brought this up? How did nobody bring up the fact that I whipped out my shillelagh in the most recent video? I pulled out my shillelagh in the most recent video. In my video about Max versus so-and-so, I literally broke out my shillelagh. So, my favorite comment is, I personally think Justin Gaethje Max Holloway should be a ladder match. At least some people in the comments agree with me. We don't do gimmick fights here. We're not doing gimmick fights. Yeah, I gotta read through these comments later. I hearted a couple. I saw but I didn't comment. What is Rumble? Some other site that's like YouTube supposedly. Joey, how mad are you going to be if UFC ditches ESPN and goes exclusively Rumble? I've never used Rumble, so as long as the interface works fine, it is what it is. But my guess is it probably doesn't. Please do a video on the Strickland Megan interview, please. Someone commented that. And then also there's the clip that hit from Strickland's podcast itself. And I was going to do another, since it's fight week, I was going to do another video calling out the hypocrisy. I just started finishing up all my timestamps. And the news broke about the BMF title. So I have it all here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 timestamps from the ESPN interview. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 timestamps from the podcast interview he did with Curtis. Joey, the shillelagh's scared the living dog shit out of me. What is that? Some kind of medieval torture device? Yeah. Fight week, blog week. Now I'm just waiting for Dana to make a BMF belt for each division. Yeah, basically. Fight week, blog week. Fight week, blog week. Tough was Spike TV. You must forgot Roy Jones Jr. voice. I remember, can we bring back Fight Week, Vlog Week? Can we bring back that? We gotta bring that back. Joe, what do you think of other channels copying you? Because I have found multiple accounts with similar takes to yours. I want to call them out in the comments, but I would run it by you first. Dude, I don't really care. I'm kind of curious. What are the channels, though? Don't type them in here. Send it to me on Instagram, man. I'm not advertising for these clowns. But, hey, man, imitation is the highest form of flattery. So, I'm proud to be a trendsetter. Which usually I'm not. I'm the opposite somehow, always. But I don't want to necessarily advertise for them, you know. I'm not about talking about other channels. I'm not about disrespecting other channels. And I don't know, man. If people agree with me, I guess fair enough. If people just, I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I know people. I know people think I sit around watching MMA content, but that's just simply not true. I wish I was sitting around watching MMA content. I got too much to do as it is. I'm telling you right now, you cancel any other responsibilities. You just let me sit at home, piss, shit, play with my dog, and make YouTube videos, I be fucking chill sunning it, but quality content. I be pumping out fucking content just over and over and over. So I'm not sitting around watching other channels. I have no other social medias, but unfortunately, but one was named here. All right, what's another one? Joe, in your recent video about Michael Chandler and Conor, you brought up the clip from new Chandler interview. It's crazy how he's still glazing Conor by calling him big. I know. Shout out to his photographer. Shout out to his photographer. He said that shit. That shit was embarrassing, man. If Chandler doesn't get that fight, he's ruined his career. If Chandler gets the fight and he gets chinned, he's ruined his career. But yeah, don't go harassing other channels just because they have similar takes to me, man. Everyone can do what they want. It's hard out there posting online and trying to sift through all the hate. Leave them be. Max has the most impressive fighter history in UFC history? No. Conor's literally trolling him for saying Chandler's not as strong as him. I know. I'd searched the entire internet and I ain't seen him lifting heavy weights. Did you rock? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that, so I'm not going to say that. I don't even think Chandler processes his glazing. Body just glazes him automatically. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's embarrassing. I mean, think about it. If he never gets the fight, he's thoroughly embarrassed himself. And then if he gets the fight, and let's say he gets chinned in the first round, that's even more embarrassing. That's even more fucking embarrassing. Play with, okay. Just because someone has a similar take doesn't mean they're copying you. They only so many takes they can defend rationally. That is true. 100%. I agree 100%. I've joked about it before and people take it seriously. Someone will be like, oh, so-and-so has this opinion like you. I'll be like, oh, they're fucking copying my video ideas. But yeah, I've never heard of that. Same picks as me. It is what it is, dude. I mean, like, I'm being dead serious. I mean this. Unless somebody's literally stealing my content, I mean, it is what it is. Unless they're literally stealing my video content, I wish them nothing but success. I want everyone to be successful. But what do you mean same picks as me? For one card or for every card? Or what? If it's every card, that'd be fucking crazy. Depending on who puts their video out first, I guess maybe I'm copying. Maybe I'm fucking copying. Real talk, if Chandler does... I doubt someone's copying someone else's pick. That's crazy. That's wild. Real talk, if Chandler doesn't get that fight, do you think he cries privately? Yes. Chandler would be fighting Islam in June if he had a win right now. I know. Chandler's a company man. He'll take a dive for a payday. 100%. I'm Ruben Farge chat. Congratulations. Congratulations. Damn. Who else would Chandler fight that would be a big name? I have no clue right now. I have no fucking clue. Would you collaborate with another MMA YouTuber on a regular basis? Probably not. Why? Who's asking? Are you just throwing that out there just randomly? But probably not. I'm not a big fan of collabing. Like, and it has to be the right, like, it really has to be the right thing. Like, I used to have a buddy that was hardcore. Like, I want to really be able, I want to get in, like, I want to, like, every time I've collabed so far, I've been wanting to get into a fucking heated debate. Because that's what I want. And other than that, it's like, I think people are just going to think I'm a dick. I'm going to look like a dick because, you know, I'm just gonna be like, that's fucking stupid. Are you an idiot? And then I'm gonna call out hypocrisies. I'm gonna call out flawed logic. I'm just going to look like a dick. So I'm not big on collabs, but I'll occasionally collab. I don't know when the next time I'll collab, but we shall see. I'm not going out of my way to hit up other grown men to collab. Let's put it that way. I've been hit up a few times. I've only done it a few times. But I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel corny. I'm very particular, all right? I'm very particular about who I want to spend my time surrounding myself with, you know? Bro, what about 299 is more stacked than 300? It's not. People are fucking stupid. Collabs are corny, I'm not going to lie. I liked your collab at Lucas. Yeah, I'll do a collab occasionally. But also, I'm just not the type of dude that's out there like messaging other dudes. Like, I'm not trying to put down anyone who's done this because people have done it to me. But I'm just not the type of dude. Like, in my real life, I'm very rarely asking other people for stuff. So, like, to hit up other grown men and be like, hey, dude, you want to get on video with me? And chop it up? I just feel kind of corny, you know? And then especially, like, okay, so I'm supposed to hit up other people with, I guess, similar channel sizes. I don't watch other people. So it's like, now I got to hit up other people that I don't even know what they think or what they act like, but then I'm going to have them on my channel or I want to be on their channel. Or then if I hit up other people who have bigger channels, then I'm like, oh, now you're trying to leech off me. No, and that's just not the case. Collab and MMA community don't make sense unless there's debate. Okay. I've never even heard of that, Cosner. Never heard of that. How is 299 more stacked? I heard you say this other stream. I did not say that. I did not say that. You know, maybe before all the fights were announced, I was saying how 299 was stacked. I've jokingly said 299 is the real 300. But that was long before any fights were announced for 300. Or not any serious fights were announced. So I think 300... I have a video last week saying 300 is amazing and already better than 299 that people were giving me shit for. So you people hear bits and pieces of like hours of streams and then you're like, you said this. You said that. You're literally calling people who have hit you up corny? No, I'm fine with it. I feel bad when people hit me up and I'm like, nah. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah. Nah. It's just for me to collab with someone, I want to watch some of their channel. And I just don't feel like doing that. I don't know them. You know? And again, I don't want, you know, there's going to be people who, if they have a bigger channel than me, it's going to look like I'm trying to leech off them. And then there's going to be people who hit me up who have, 50 subscribers and they're going to want to leech off me in a way. So it is what it is. I don't know. There'll probably be some more collabs in the future. I don't know when they'll happen. Maybe I'll get a wild hair up my ass and something will happen. Do you have Sean or Cheetah? I'm taking Sean by decision probably. Bro, I reckon you have some killer fighter interviews. You should start doing them. You're the one of sharpest and well-informed in the game. I would love to, but it's not. I don't want to do like formal interviews. I just don't like the idea of a formal interview. I've had Chris Curtis on the channel before. I'll probably have him on the channel again. Maybe after his fight. We'll see. Maybe he hates me now because I shit on Sean Strickland for being a hypocrite. I don't know. I talked to him like a couple weeks ago. But I would like to have like fighter guests. Maybe when I grow my channel, maybe like double, triple the size it is now, people will want to come on for exposure. But I want it more as like I don't want to just be a robot asking questions. I think it's corny. Like if they don't care about anything I have to say, which I don't expect them to, it's like, what am I doing here? I'm just a grown man asking another grown man questions. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, especially if I could get some decent names and really put them on the hot seat. I would love to get Strickland on. I would love to get Strickland on and ask him some tough questions and give him some pushback. Even if it's fucking demonetized, I wouldn't give a shit. Joe, if you want to debate with people, be your true self. You know you're a bully at heart, be you. Poirier and Holloway are Gregor's only 2 UFC wins over active fighters. Yeah, and they were very young when he beat him. You should ask questions that the MMA media wouldn't ask. If I could get Sean Strickland on, he'd definitely get pissed. I wouldn't be disrespectful to him, but I'd ask him hard questions, and I would not give a fuck. Haters are saying Islam's on PEDs and the UFC's covering up. Why would he show himself doing activities he wanted to believe he was injured? It makes no sense, dude. It makes no sense. I agree. You should ask questions. Yeah, already. You and Lucas are a good duo because you have two polar opposites. Apparently not. When we collabed, that was a half a year ago now, I think. It was before UFC 290. We were on the same page about it. I tried to find some disagreement. I could not find a disagreement. Joe ain't a bully. He got clear communication. That is true. Mr. Certified Forklift Operator. Joe, what do you think is going on with Islam? What is your theory? I don't know. I think the UFC just had other plans and they're just fumbling their way through their fly-by-night company. I think they're fumbling through their fly-by-night company. That's what they're doing here. And they just don't care. Max been waiting for revenge ever since 218 weigh-in. Lucas is one of these dudes getting a cut of a pay-per-view. He's always talking about pay-per-view sales. Is he really? He's all right, man. He's cool. He watches the channel. He's donated to me before. Not that I'm saying that's indicative of my opinion on someone. But my point is he's never been anything nice but nice to me. I know he gets a lot of hate, but I get a lot of hate too, so it is what it is. You know, I personally don't have anything negative to say about him. But if I found certain takes and we were debating certain takes and I find out certain opinions, I would definitely shit on him for them. Face to face, of course. You know, like on a stream. If Strickland beat Du Plessis and destroyed him and got on the mic and said, "Hey, Joe, you picked against me and I ended your boy, what do you do?" I'd be happy as shit. I'd cream myself immediately. And I'd probably pick up a couple thousand subs immediately. He's not my boy, though. You should ask Jamal Hill's brother to pop on stream with you. I really should, man. I really should. I would love to get I would love to find out what happened behind the scenes. How is your audio so good with the mic so far away? It's really not that far away. Does it look that far away? Let me take a look. The microphone, look, here's my hand. I'm touching the microphone right now. I'm touching the microphone right now. My hand's at my wrist. So it's the length of my hand away. If I move up closer, it gets even better audio quality. So if I talk like this, and I'm actually probably moving my microphone soon if I get a new monitor, I probably have to move my microphone over here and it'll come in at like from the top here somewhere. But yeah. One thing Lucas disagree on is UFC 300. He says 299 is more stacked when he's smoking dick then. So Gaethje UFC 300 main event. Ew. He wants that to... No fucking way. I don't believe that. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. If that's true, that's the dumbest. Anybody who thinks Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje should be the main event, it wouldn't shock me if it was the main event. If it ended up becoming the main event, I don't think it's the planned main event, and I don't think it should be the main event, and I don't think it's 300 main event worthy. So, would you buy fighter short in the glass frame? No. I'm not sniffing another dude's shorts, hanging them up on my wall. Absolutely not. I wonder where saying smoking dick originated. I don't know. Actually said, no joke, he said UFC, he said it saved 300. I don't know. How can that save 300? I mean, Armin versus Charles is a way better fight. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If someone was face to face with me, right, and they say, yeah, Charles Oliveira versus Armin Tsarukyan's a way better fight, or no, Justin Gaethje Max Holloway is a way better fight than Charles Oliveira Armin Tsarukyan, I'm punching them as hard as I can in the gut. I'm making them bite a curb, and I'm stomping on the back of their fucking head. That's how offensive that would be to me. So, not satisfied with 300. He seems the type of dude who complained about 300 if Adesanya Pereira 3 was headlining the prelims. Nobody will ever be satisfied with 300. You got 500 subs in a week. I got 2,000 in like 3 weeks. It's actually slowed down, which is actually annoying. I've actually slowed down a bit. Which is quite annoying. What is it? Damn it, now it's officially Wednesday. Well, it was Tuesday. But yeah, I hit 15K last Monday. And now I'm at 15,516. I want to hit 16K before the end of January. So then I'm still on a roll to hit 20K by 300. Depending on how hard you stomp, bro. 100% Charles Armin 2 is 10 times better. Adesanya may say champion again. Not or not. It's very up in the air. It is. I still think they're going to do Israel Alex 3. I don't think so. Why is UFC 300 has to be special? Because it's a big number, I guess. I think Lucas and Guru want fights that draw a big pay-per-view because it raises traction in the algorithm, which leads to subs and donos. No disrespect to them. It's just business. Well, that's pretty much all MMA media, dude. It's prioritizing of monetary gain. Prioritizing of monetary gain. So it's sad. I've seen American History X. But it's sad. That's what social media is. That's what MMA media is. And it's annoying. Don't believe Joey, just look at MMA Fighting's article. Yeah, it will be. Don't believe. Yeah, I'm sure it is. UFC should market racial tension for Adesanya Du Plessis. I think if Du Plessis wins this weekend, they do Adesanya Du Plessis main event at 300 potentially. Potentially. I think they could. How does Adesanya not deserve a shot? Because he lost his last fight. He lost his last fight. It's hard to believe. January's, dude, we were just talking about, I can't believe Christmas is here. January's fitting to be over here. January's fitting to be over. Fans are really satisfied with 300 now that it's announced Gaethje's going to end Max's career on the card. Audio choppy? Is it choppy now? Is it choppy now? Okay, so probably just your end. I can see Dana still giving Max a fight, the winner of Ilya Volk, even if he do. No. Probably not, but maybe. You aren't wrong. It's still possible. It's still possible. Gaethje versus Holloway is going to be way closer than people think. I don't think so, dude. I think it's going to be a fucking demolition. I think it's going to be a demolition. I just don't get it, man. How are we doing this BMF cornball shit? Cornball shit left and right. Is Strickland juicing? Look at the gym pics. Probably. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. I'm not going to diagnose someone with PED usage. Look, I would pick Adesanya to beat Strickland in a rematch. Let me put it that way. I would pick Adesanya to beat Strickland in a rematch. So I wouldn't mind. I think that's a huge fight. The rematch is a huge fight. Post USADA Strickland? Yeah. I think Izzy's next fight will be for a title. He's got Dana White privilege. Super active. Always there when they needed him. Adesanya does deserve a title shot because of his greatness, stature, and active legend. You can make a debate for it, but I would prefer like a number one contender fight. But I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. So it is what it is. I would have loved Max Holloway versus Diego Lopez. But that'll never happen. He can't pressure well. Tell that to Pereira. He pressured well against Pereira and beat the fuck out of him. I know when he got the KO, he was backing up, but yeah. Adesanya wasn't taking it seriously, man. He didn't take it seriously. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. Somebody told me in the lead up to the fight, a somewhat reliable source told me in the lead up to UFC 293, like maybe 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, from an inside source, that Izzy was out drinking and not taking the fight seriously at all. And I brushed it off. And I said, it'll be all right. He then goes out and puts on a shit-stained performance. Then we find out in the middle of fight camp, he's getting a DUI. Adds up with what I've been told. So, the fact that motherfuckers are saying Izzy can't fight moving backwards, you're a dumb motherfucker then. You haven't watched his whole fucking career. He literally never pressured Pereira. Second fight, he was pressuring Pereira and landing. So, I don't understand when you're saying he can't pressure. No, everyone else comes to him, usually, and that's his favorite style, is walk backwards fighting. So, Strickland will maul Izzy, doubtful. And if you think he can't fight backwards, that's his style. I mean, yeah, ask Paulo Costa, ask Robert Whittaker if he can fight backwards. So, I think he took Strickland lightly. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. I think he took Strickland lightly. He was trying to be active. He's collecting a check. He's out drinking and partying. And Strickland came in and whooped him. Strickland was better fight that night, not overall. Exactly, I'd agree. You the man, Joey. Great, consistent content. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, if Izzy comes back and just whoops Strickland, it'll be USADA was gone. USADA was gone. That's all we'll hear. Do you think Robert Whittaker is done as a contender? Yes. Izzy literally couldn't touch Sean. It wasn't a fluke. He literally outskilled him. He couldn't be touched. Yeah, when Sean was walking forward with his hands down and Izzy was not throwing. I mean, it is what it is. The guy was clearly out drinking, getting drunk every night before the fight. And enough where he's getting arrested for DUI. It doesn't matter. I mean, one day we'll see a rematch and we'll find out. So, and it is what it is. I mean, if you think that's the same Izzy that fought Paulo Costa, if you think that's the same Izzy that fought Alex Pereira, then I get it. You're just an Adesanya hater. It's not like I'm saying Strickland didn't perform well. So it is what it is. I mean, he was overactive. He took Strickland too lightly. Didn't take him seriously at all. Was too busy drinking, and he paid for it. He thought Strickland was an easy fight, and it wasn't. End of the day, Strickland capitalized on it. But that doesn't change the fact I'd pick Adesanya in a rematch. I mean, he literally wasn't fighting for the majority of the fight. He was standing in front of him, frozen, not fighting, and then it looked like he was looking for a KO shot the whole fight. So, it is what it is. I mean, Joey's coping. Look, I don't give a fuck if he never wins another fight again. I don't give a fuck if Strickland never wins a fight again. To act like I'm so romantically, emotionally invested in grown men that I've never met, that I will never meet, that wouldn't even send flowers if I died, to think that I have so much emotional feelings towards these guys because some of you guys do, that I make excuses for them, is just delusional in my opinion. I'm just telling you what I honestly feel. So, Sean Strickland's really KO'd. He's never KO'd anyone, basically. Brendan Allen, that's it. Abus exhausted himself. Joey's romantically involved, yeah. No one, even Dricus, said he didn't give Strickland a chance, yeah. I'm pretty sure even Strickland said, or not Strickland. Well, Strickland even said Izzy wasn't even fighting. Even Strickland said that. Even, I think Dricus even said that he thought, it was a fluke win. Izzy didn't take him seriously. So, don't take my word for it. Take Strickland's word for it and take Dricus' word for it. But we'll see. Hopefully we get a rematch one day. I would love if we get a rematch one day. Is Rose Namajunas the most checked out female fighter? Dude, she's completely out. Her foot's out the door. 1 foot out the door. If Izzy didn't get rocked in the first round, the fight would have been different. Made him too cautious for the rest of the fight. That could be it as well. It could be that. But I'm just saying, I don't think Izzy thought it was going to be a tough fight. Nobody thought it was going to be a tough fight. So, it is what it is. When I watched the fight, I didn't think Izzy looked off. Dricus said he looked bad. He would know because he was studying film for their fight. I think he looked off. But people don't want to say that. That's why people were so pissed when there was talk of a rematch, because they're like, oh no, we don't want Izzy to have a chance to right the wrong. Izzy may not have been himself that night, but Sean proved Izzy was one-dimensional. I think people should stop taking Izzy over the Spider. One-dimensional? I don't see him as one-dimensional. Maybe that night. Keep in mind that Izzy got concussed at the end of the first round. I think him getting rocked affected his performance. Very well could have been. It's an old quote asking, does Mickey Mantle pay your rent? Is a rhetorical question designed to stop fans from being like that Joey and sucking off fighters. Yeah, he doesn't pay me any money. He don't cut me no checks. You can say, but Strickland made him look off. But yeah. Izzy Sean was Nunes Pena 1. Dude wasn't even throwing shots when Sean's walking forward with his hands down. So, it is what it is, man. It's just an opinion. My opinion's not going to get him a title shot. My opinion's not going to get me a paycheck. I get it. You guys don't like Izzy. I get it. You like Strickland. That doesn't change the fact that that was a shit performance from Izzy. Imagine if that was any other champ in their prime. They shot a takedown or worked on the clinch or tried something easy. Izzy just accepted defeat and kept backing up. Yeah, not even really throwing a whole lot. I think Sean would have a solid chance in the rematch. His defense is insanely good, and I think he can check Izzy's kicks. Dude, Sean is horrible when he's backed up. That's why I picked Dricus. Yeah, we'll probably never get the rematch because Sean will be regulated to gatekeeper of the top 10. Meanwhile, Dricus and Izzy will be fighting each other. Izzy controlled Alex for almost all round 2 in the first fight. I think it was round 4 or round 3. On the ground. Izzy needs another win before a title shot. I mean, I get it, dude. You don't like Izzy. We get it. You don't have to keep harping on it. We get it. You don't like Izzy, my friend. You don't like Izzy, my friend. I get it. I mean, I think it's a banger middleweight fight right now. I think Strickland style walking forward a tight stance didn't offer much to Izzy. He was out of options. Sure. He's 50-50 since winning the belt. That's just simply not true. Well, I guess he's not even 50-50 if you want to count his second title run. Saying facts is not like an Izzy. No, you just don't like Izzy, dude. You can't say that my opinion is invalid. I'm not saying that has to be your opinion. Look at his record. Oh, he won the belt against Pereira and then lost to Strickland. So he has one title fight since his title win, and he's 0-1. So he's 100% losses since he became champion again. So it just doesn't make any sense. And then if you want to say overall, Joey the type to like Leon Bilal, but not Max versus Gaethje. Yeah, because I like highly skilled, interesting, competitive matchups. Sorry. Izzy's not the same anymore. Just admit it. He may not be the same. I never said he was definitely the same. I don't get what you're getting at. Dricus will finish Strickland? I believe so. No, since he originally won the belt, Yo got robbed. Yo did not get robbed. Whitaker did not get robbed. He lost to Jan at light heavyweight and lost to Alex and then won the belt back against Alex and then lost to Sean. So, opinion on Lucas Tracy saying UFC 300 is still bad. UFC 300 was never bad. Was never bad. I'm not an Izzy hater. I'm not an Izzy hater. I actually agree with you and would favor Izzy to win a rematch. Thank you. Listen, if you think Yo or Whitaker got robbed, you're just a fucking idiot. You're just literally a fucking idiot. I get it. You're biased. You don't like him. The Yo Romero fight was a dog shit fight. Neither one of them deserved to win. But to call either one of them getting robbed is fucking delusional. And then he clearly beat Whitaker. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I rewatched that fight. Anyone saying that Whitaker got robbed is just a weird-ass motherfucker. It's just simply not true. It's just simply not true. Izzy got a title shot for losing to Jan and Alex. Now's won another title shot. Dude, you're just playing revisionist history. How about this, Hap? Sit in timeout for 10 minutes just for making useless fucking bets that you never intend to actually hold up. So sit in timeout for 10 fucking minutes. Listen, if you think Whitaker got robbed, you're just a fucking idiot who doesn't understand how the sport works. Even Weasel broke it down. I don't give a fuck what the Weasel said. If you thought Whitaker won the rematch, you're a fucking idiot. It was a close fight. It was a competitive fight, but Izzy won. Let's just out of curiosity. People, I know people use this. Use UFC media scorecards. Or actually, let's look this up. Let me take a look. Oh, that's not it. UFC 271. One judge gave it 4-1 for Adesanya, only giving Whitaker round 2. The other two judges gave all the first 3 rounds to Israel Adesanya. It is what it is, man. Let's look up media scorecards. No. Even the verdict scorecards gave it to Adesanya. Let's go to all. Let's see. Literally 75% of the media scored it for Adesanya as well. Verdict scored it for him. And the judges scored it for him. So, I mean, it was pretty clear. It was not the truth. He was being unconsciously biased without evidence to back up his claims. I didn't ban anyone. I timed out Hap because he's constantly making wagers that he doesn't plan to intend to keep up on. How do you think Izzy's next fight will go? Do you believe he will have the motivation will be there? I don't know. Ask me when he gets his next fight booked. I have Robert 3, 4, and 5. Look at your YouTube handle. How often do you usually go live and for how long? Like every other day for like 1 or 2 hours. So. Yeah. Yeah, Hap was writing checks. He had no intentions of cashing. Yeah. Dude's been doing that for a long time. Now, Hap can sit in timeout. I gave him a 10-minute too. I'm sick of that dumb shit. I'll give you $50 if this happens. Dude's just talking shit to talk shit. He doesn't even mean that. So, if anyone thought Whitaker clearly won, they're just a fucking biased idiot. Literally, it was a competitive fight. But to sit here and say, oh, he definitely won to the point that he was robbed, you're just biased. If you think he was robbed, if you want to say, oh, I thought he won, okay, fair enough. If you think he was robbed, you're genuinely just biased. You're genuinely just biased. you're smoking dick. If you think Yo was robbed, you're genuinely just biased. That was a dog shit fight. I wouldn't have said Adesanya was robbed. Neither was Yo. Do you think Moreno beats Raw Dog? Yes. How big of a dono to free Hap? I don't even know if it's possible to free Hap. I don't even know if it's possible to free Hap, to be honest. So, I don't know. $50 to free Hap, because that's the cash. That's the check he's trying to write that he's not actually cashing. But I don't even know if I have the ability to take away timeouts. Funny how narrative quickly changed from UFC 300's trash to UFC 300 rocks. Well, yeah, with a shit fight announced too. We have a shit fight announcement, and all of a sudden, it's great now. Good night, Joseph. Good night, my friend. Why hasn't Edwards versus Bilal been announced? I have no idea what's going on. Smoking dick is smoking crack where I come from. Shout out to Butt Rock. I just seen you sent me something. I'll have to check it out after the stream. The only ones who got robbed and Yo Adesanya were us. Exactly. Unfortunately, timeouts cannot be revoked once you enact one. The second he comes back, I'm hitting him with a 20-minute timeout. I'm about to end the stream before he even comes back. Dude, this shit's annoying. I'll give you $50 if this happens. And then the next day, well, I didn't really mean that. I didn't really mean that. Let's do this. Joey, how do you define a robbery? How clear does it need to be? I scored 3 rounds for Rob. So many others, especially rewatch. How is this not a robbery? Dude, look, if you think that's a robbery, so be it. It's just not a robbery, man. It's just not even close to a robbery. It has to be undeniable, clear-cut. One fighter wins rounds. It's not even up for debate. So, people scream robbery every time their favorite fighter doesn't win a fight. I hope BSD smokes Poirier, then gets a title shot. That's my dream. Free Hap. Hap's probably pissed right now. He's seething. He's just waiting. I don't even know how much longer he has left. He's just seething right now. I just saw that shit and I'm like, nah, this shit is just crazy annoying. It's just crazy annoying. So, he's still got like another 5 minutes or so, I think. But it is what it is. He's probably in here right now with a burner typing. Gamrot over Armin was a robbery. I'd say very close to a robbery. What's your dream Prime versus Prime fight? Prime GSP versus Prime Silva. Reyes 1, 2, and 3. I don't even think Reyes Jones was a robbery. There's very few actual robberies. Paddy Pimblett was 1. Sean O'Malley was 1. Diego Sanchez over Ross Pearson was 1. It's Poetic Justice Hap getting timeout while watching me comment here. Okay. Hap fumbled the bag. Yeah, Hap fumbled the bag for sure. Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. 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 And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I want to get to 20K before UFC 300. So we have all of February, all of March. I have 3 months, essentially. I have 3 months to get 4,500 subscribers. I have 3 months to get 4,500 subscribers. Australian Axel, thank you for the $7.99 Australian dollars. The judges were talking Italian scorecard. Someone said, quote, I think Rob, end quote, Saldi Tomato, misunderstood and Rob Robert. That's probably what happened. You're right. That's probably what happened. Thank you for the $7.99 Australian Axel. It's settled now. It's settled. Rob was robbed. Fair enough. Joey, how's your night going? My night's going good. Prime Kane versus Prime Jones dream fight. That'd be a banger. What fight is a robbery to you? Because Jan O'Malley was not close, bro. Third round was not even remotely close. One knee does not win you the entire round. None of the follow-up shots that O'Malley threw landed. Jan clearly won the third round. He clearly won the second round. And he clearly won the first round. So, one knee does not win you the entire round. One knee, one cut does not win you an entire round. If you think that, you just don't understand the scoring criteria. But yeah, Australian Axel, thank you again for the $7.99. Salty Tomato definitely fucked up. He definitely fucked up. And it's settled. Robert Whittaker was robbed. I've rewatched the fight like 4 times. I don't know how O'Malley won. I rewatched it like 3 times, and I couldn't even fathom how the fuck they scored that for O'Malley. I think it's clear all 3 rounds go to Petr Yan. I think round 1 was closer than round 3. I think Cejudo was generally robbed, especially when the one judge fucked it up. The one judge fucked that up. But it was close enough on the other rounds. Aljo versus Cater will be in the prelims. That's been known, dude. I guess Yuri Rockage will open up the main card. No. I don't believe so. I think Yuri Rockage is going to headline the prelims, bro. It's going to headline the fucking prelims, but somehow people don't think it's good. Somehow people don't think it's good. Bro, round 3, Jan was leaking like crazy. You can't win after you got rocked. Yeah, he got rocked, but he avoided every single follow-up shot from O'Malley and then fucked O'Malley up for the rest of the round and took him down and beat him up and landed more shots. Hap, you better shut your fucking mouth. You better just shut your fucking mouth, Hap, and count your blessings, you pussy. You pussy bitch. You better count your fucking blessings. Okay, Joey, even if you don't think Whittaker's robbed, do you think Izzy deserves a shot without a winner of a contender? No, and I've said that on this stream. So you haven't been listening then. I've said that on this very stream. I think he should have to win a fight. So I don't know what more you want from me. Yuri on the prelims is crazy. Guys, take me as a martyr. We got to agree with Joey here. You know what, Hap? You know what, Hap? Enjoy your 30 minutes now. Enjoy your 30 minutes, Hap. Enjoy your 30 minutes, you pussy. Joe, what's your favorite food? I don't know, dude. Steak, I guess. Get on your knees and submit, Joey. Oh my God, Jan didn't have much time for Sean. It was strange. Joey, that's fucked up, and I don't even like Hap. I only timed him out for 10 seconds. I was only fucking around. Who would you pick, Ortibal or Dawson? I'm not picking Dawson over anyone. Is he versus Rob 3 for number 1 contender? Sure. But I think Whittaker's going to get beat up by Costa, to be honest. So. Hap is a legend? No, he's not. Dude came in on a burner thinking he got timed out for 30 minutes. He got timed out for 10 seconds. How do you like your steak? Medium. Grant Dawson loses to anyone with power. I was. 30 minutes is crazy. You were what? Oh, that was you? That was you on a burner? You thought you really had 30 minutes? I gave you 10 seconds, you pussy. I want Izzy versus Hamzat, man. We need that fight. I would love that fight for 300. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So. Nobody was sticking up for you, chat. Or Hat. Nobody in the chat was sticking up for you. Somebody said, oh, that's fucked up. That's it. Nobody was sticking up for you. Andy, you're working your way towards a timeout too, buddy. You're working your way towards a timeout. The matchmakers are smoking dick. Yeah. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. We need to get CM Punk back on board. Do you think Hamzat smashes Izzy? No, but I'd love to see it, man. If Jones vs. Francis is anything more than a co-headliner for the prelims, we need to boycott UFC 300. Hap, did you actually think it was a 30-minute timeout? Is that what you were saying before? Hap, come meet me in the public restroom. I got something to show you. Yeah. How do we get 130? We only got 55 likes. We can't have spirited debate without you guys not liking the stream. We can't have a spirited debate. You guys can't like the stream. You see Mike Perry's phone call to Hunter Campbell? I did not. You guys can't like the stream real quick? Like, what the fuck? For a second, I thought it was, and I was like, dang. Dude almost turned off the stream. Hamza will be in trouble with Izzy after round 1. Agreed. CM Punk needs to gallop his way back to the... Dude, the gallop was crazy. The gallop was fucking crazy. I was fucking dying. I was absolutely fucking dying. The way he galloped across the cage was fucking sick. Was fucking sick. What's good, Joey? What's up? I love to debate MMA. I think you're wild on some takes, and I appreciate you being a good sport. Fair enough. Would you clean Jamal Hill's house for a $300 dono? No, because the dentist bill is going to be more expensive than $300. So I'm not even going to make a profit. Joey, I genuinely feel bad for Hap. I can't tell if it's in good fun or if you really don't like him. Send a dono to time him out, and we'll find out. Send a dono to time him out, and we'll find out. CM Punk looked better on the feet than Weston Wilson did. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Damn. I got to make a UFC 300 playlist, as many videos as I put out about 300. Who wins between... I don't care. Big Izzy fan, he needs to slow down his drinking and watch those distractors around him. He's approaching 35 and needs to look after himself. Agree. If you had to make a women's 145 champ fight, who would you pick? Fucking nobody. Nobody. I don't want to see that shit. It's garbage. Phil Hawes gets the best sleep in the UFC. Yeah, he does. Leave Phil Hawes alone, dude. Leave Phil Hawes alone. Leave Phil Hawes alone. I feel bad for Phil Hawes, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Phil Hawes. You excited for PFL Bellator card? Good on paper with Pico in the prelims. I'm mildly excited for it. Mildly excited for it. I think it's a good card. Are you excited for Tatiana's return in 2026? Nah, 2027. Is there MMA Joey lore? Yes. There's always lore. New fighter unlocked midlife crisis hooker? Yeah. I'm going back to stream later, but I swear, Joe, if you said you don't think Izzy deserves a title shot, you're a fucking idiot. I did not say that. Literally, I have multiple videos saying that I don't think Izzy should get the title shot, but he will. I'm about to hit Hat with a 24-hour timeout. He'll be heated. He'll be fucking heated, bro. Lene? What's the most exciting division? Probably lightweight. I've never even tagged Connor in anything, dude. I've never even tagged Connor in anything, so I don't know how he found my Twitter and blocked me. Maybe he saw a video talking about his habitual habit of looking at men masturbating on Twitter. He likes watching other grown men pleasure themselves on Twitter and likes it. What his Twitter likes. So maybe he saw me talk. I swear there's a chance. Maybe McGregor saw a video. I'm not like crazy enough to like definitely believe that, but there's a small chance. Like the fact that I'm not going out of my way to like tag him or respond to him or anything. And dude sought me out to block me. I would love to know. Like, is there a way to see who has you blocked on Twitter? I don't have a favorite team. I'm surprised Chandler didn't come after you for the disrespect you gave Connor. Probably. Dude, he's probably searching for Chandler's videos too, and maybe saw my video about Chandler. I don't know. That'd be hilarious. That'd be fucking hilarious if so. I wish I knew. I wish I could see who all has me blocked on Twitter. Joey, how does Max versus Topuria go if you waited until... I don't know. I'll have to see how Topuria looked against Volk. But I think Topuria right now would probably lose to Max. Would you meet Connor in a public restroom to see how things work out? No, I would not. I'm not going to try to let him force himself on me and I have to elbow him and run out of there. So, So, Hap got done bad. That he did. We used Hap as a media vehicle. We truly used Hap as a media vehicle. It's disgraceful, disgusting, and embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. We used him as a media vehicle. I'd only be a fan of the Adesanya getting the title shot if it was against Dricus, assuming he beats Sean. I think that's what will happen. What happened to Michael? I'll be champ in 2022 Chandler. Dude, he could have had a title shot right now if he would have actually fought. All he needed was one win. All he needed was one fucking win. All he needed was one motherfucking win. And, yeah. I'm wondering on UFC 300, maybe we'll get a Hell in the Cell match. Now, when I heard 30 minutes, I was like, dang, I'm going to bed. Then I heard it was a joke. Yeah, that'd be petty. How'd that 10-minute timeout feel, dude? Did that 10-minute timeout make you think about yourself? I wonder how many MPH a media vehicle does. Yeah, me too. I wonder as well. To be honest, he's probably the best person in MMA to get blocked by. I know, for sure. I mean, I don't give a fuck what he says on Twitter. I'll see screenshots if it's anything important. MMA Farting does an article in every fucking tweet he has, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I'll see it on MMA Fighting. I bet Chandler's more heated at Joey for the funny tweet of Conor rather than Joey roasting him. Yeah, that was one of my funnier tweets ever, I think. That was one of my best tweets of all time. My tweet about Conor blocking me was absolutely hilarious. Maybe if I post explicit videos of men masturbating, I can get Conor McGregor to unblock me so he can like my tweet. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. Hopefully they do chairs and ladders at UFC 3. I'm open for a Money in the Bank. I was salty for a second, then I used the bathroom. I'm so tempted to hit you in another 10-minute right now just to piss you off. Just to piss you off with that little foul mouth of yours. With that little foul mouth of yours. You'll miss all his deleted tweets now? Yeah, like I give a fuck. Fuck Conor. I'm done. I didn't realize that somebody responded. Somebody responded with Conor McGregor's Twitter like screenshot. I'm fucking done. Man, people. Somebody said, what are you trying to say? Somebody said I was lying. I sent him a screen record. I sent him a screen record. So. What's crazy is how many people responded that I have muted, apparently. If I see any crazy shit in my responses, I just mute them, so I'll never see them again. They don't even know. They're just tweeting into the ether. I don't even read the shit. If I see something crazy, I'm like, mute. Timing out on YouTube is equivalent to gagging someone. Hell in the Cell for 300 for Pena and her striking coach? Yeah. When do you think Rafael Fiziev will be back? Impossible to know. How does Fiziev Max go? Fiziev beats the brakes off of Max. Max could win later in the fight, but doubtful. McGregor vs. Chandler custody match for Hap. I hope Gaethje versus Max is 3 stages of hell match. I'm not sure, but I've never heard of the 3 stages of hell. Never heard of the 3 stages of hell. Steven Seagal, thank you for the 149 with the hot dog emoji. You gonna be on tomorrow? Yes, I should be on tomorrow. Can't believe it's already 1 a.m. So any video I do just won't be out till tomorrow. Just won't be out till tomorrow. I have so many videos I want to do, but it's already fucking Wednesday, and I feel like all my time is sat in front of this fucking camera. Can't believe WWE did some custody matches. I don't even remember that. We'll get Chandler and Conor in a bra and panties match. I'll enjoy it the long way. Yeah, I'll enjoy it the long way, just like I enjoy corn. I'm done. Oh, it's 3 special matches type in a row. Example, lumberjack match, then tables match, then a Hell in a Cell something. Yeah, I think that's what we should. Yeah, let's get a Boiler Room Brawl at UFC 300. Give me a Hell in a Cell matchup. I'd love a Hell in a Cell matchup for sure. I'd for sure love a Hell in a Cell matchup. That'd be a heater. Do you watch any other sports in MMA? Yeah, I watch a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of... That's pretty much it. Do you think Danny's ever tried to make a move on a female fighter? He's definitely probably fucked a couple female fighters before. You are a casual, Joey. Okay. Fair enough. Thoughts on Talia Santos signing with Misfits Boxing? I don't believe that. You just made that up. Joey, top 10 dead bodies or else? Dude, that's just not going to do. It's just not going to work. Anywho, I think it's about time to hit that old dusty trail. We hit the 2-hour mark. We've hit the 2-hour mark. You think Dana's blown out Ronda's back? You think so? I watched the shit out of the dead bodies video. I need you guys to go watch my Justin Gaethje Max Holloway video and comment on it. I've seen a lot of people think I'm an idiot for that one. UFC 300 is a gimmick. It is what it is. It is what it is, boys. But yeah. Do me a favor. Go watch my UFC 300 video right here. Like the stream on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And I'm going to hit that old dusty trail. That old dusty trail. Let's get to, I would love to hit 16K before Saturday. I think that's possible. That's possible. We're 400 away basically. You already watched? Listen, if you haven't watched yet, watch it from beginning to end and comment on the motherfucker. Commenting boosted in the algorithm. So that's the least you can do. Comment on the motherfucker. So I'm thinking about putting out another video on 300 discussing how good it is tomorrow. I would release that like early tomorrow. Maybe I could record it right after I end the stream. Then I have a couple other videos I would like to release. But yeah. That's it. Go watch the video. Go like the video. Go comment on the video. Boosting the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the stream on your way out. Goodbye and good night. And hopefully we get some more news soon, just because it's always a good time when we get some good news. Wishing you would come by and bring me some good news. Just wondering when the paper boy is going to come by and bring me some good news.